Ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon. I'm honored to be with you today. I begin my presentation with a question. Are we wasting time sleeping? In a world where everything goes faster, when we are connected every day and every night, where time is money, are we wasting time sleeping? Benjamin Franklin said, there will be sleeping enough in the grave. We will see that research had a different opinion on the matter. This video was filmed using a dash cam. We will see that the driver falls asleep and the truck deviates from its path. Fortunately, there are no injuries, but this situation could have been a real disaster, and we are exposed to this danger every day. ICOH is an external service for protection and prevention at work. It's an occupational health service in Belgium. My name is Mehdi Fassi. I work at ICOH as the nursing coordinator in Wallonia, the French part of Belgium. And I'm co-president of the Belgium Federation of Occupational Nurses. I was invited to this Congress to present you the result of a feasibility study conducted to reduce the number of polytrauma victims on the road. The best way to take care is to prevent illness. This study was conducted with several partners, with the Public Health Department of the University of Liège, with ANSEA, the bus company, with Fassi, as with ICOH in partnership with the Catholic University of Leuven. I declare no conflict of interest. Fassi is the a spin-off company of the University of Liège. They designed a monitoring tool and they contribute to this study by allowing us to use the device for free. Nevertheless, this study was carried out independently. First, I will address the main result from the international literature. I will present you the in vivo monitoring device. Through this tool, we wanted to objectify the impact of individual and occupational factors on drowsy driving in real driving conditions. I will present the main result, keeping in mind that's a pilot project. I finish with the main conclusion and perspectives. Sorry, I haven't got my notes. This study focused on hazard encountered by workers, both in the workplace and on the way to work. The number of accidents is a real burden in human cost and for the social system. The World Health Organization reports that 1.25 million people are killed on the road each year throughout the world, and that figure remained constant since 2007. Several studies have reported that drowsiness represents 20% of all accidents, as stated by Professor Phillips in his systematic review. Some research come to the same conclusion for Europe and Belgium. Driving after a sleepless night is equivalent to drive with the alcohol blood level of 0.9%, which increases the risk of accident by 4 to 5 times. In Belgium, nearly 70% report driving while feeling drowsy in the past year. They are aware of the risk, but half of them continue to drive while feeling drowsy. Prevention strategies are therefore necessary. They must include risk factors, but also popular beliefs that influence the adoption of a healthy and safe behavior. Research focused on drowsiness shows that this problem is severely underreported. Studies are usually based on self-report drowsiness, which explains the underestimation of the problem. The research mainly focused on professional group of truck drivers. Research are very clear. Drivers are often sleepy, and this state is associated with a very large number of people killed on the road. To make it short, consequences of lack of vigilance are very serious. Workers are aware of the risk but not adapt their behavior. Studies under-evaluate the problem, and hypovigilance due to drowsiness is very difficult to objectify in vivo. This study is intended to support the various steps already on the way to solve this problem. The three main goals are to determine the feasibility of monitoring the level of sleepiness under real driving conditions, if possible, to identify individual and occupational factors predictive of hypovigilance by drowsiness, and it's an opportunity to bring together the different actors involved in this theme. The feasibility study was a cross-sectional design conducted with a bus company carrying passengers in a rural area. Data was collected on all 24 workers over more than 1 month. The glasses were worn during the entire workday, and the level of drowsiness was monitored continuously. Each participant completed a questionnaire to identify health data, and on-board questionnaire related to occupational factors such as distance and duration of the trip. Data such as the percent of daytime sleepiness was determined using the Epworth scale. The device, the drowsimeter R100, consists of a pair of glasses equipped with a camera that captures eyes in real time. Images of eyes are transmitted through USB to the computer. The glass monitoring system makes it possible to convert images of the eyes into a drowsiness scale by converting various parameters. The system proved itself in simulator and demonstrated its validity in relation to reaction time, driving performance, and cerebral activity. The software called Drowsy Logic analyzed the images, gather a series of ocular parameters related to the movement of eyelid, and use those to determine the level of sleepiness. Drowsiness measured via the device is expressed as a continuous value on a scale on 0 to 10. 0 for very well awake and 10 for very sleepy. You see, the person is very sleepy and the scale go up. The advantage of the system is the continuous monitoring of the state of drowsiness and the subsequent ability to inform the driver before the appearance of drowsiness and the consequence it could have. The feasibility study is conclusive. We did not deploy any accident, and the satisfaction survey showed a level of satisfaction of 89% of the driver. They are involved in the issue in the workplace safety. Three drivers, however, note in area for improvement the weight of the glasses that they found too heavy. We record 31 journeys for a total of more than 6,000 kilometers and nearly 200 hours of driving. The drowsiness monitor were greater than or equal to 5/10 in 12% of the data, which is equivalent to more than 23 cumulative hours and more than 700 kilometers traveled being drowsy. Most people who participate to the study fit the same profile. They are young men between the ages of 21 and 50 for an average age of 35. We have noted a tendency to overweight and even obesity with an average body mass index of 30. The vast majority of drivers involved in this study are moderately physically active and they are smokers. They are moderate consumers of caffeine. All the participants have a good workability measured with the workability index in single item. The Epworth score, measuring self-estimate daytime sleepiness, is low. Nevertheless, a participant presents a score of 14, which will directly correlate with the drowsiness level objectified with the glasses. We cross the monitoring data. We cross the monitoring data with the individual and professional variables. The main results are individual variables related to health-enhancing behavior, such physical activity or lack or excess weight, are not significant. Furthermore, even on such a small sample, self-assessed daytime sleepiness is significantly associated with a high objectified drowsiness scale. Throughout the workday, drowsiness was significantly related to the duration of the trip. This study was divided into a first part, assessing the feasibility to use the device in real condition, and a second part focusing on predictive factor. We can conclude that the use of the Fassi device is feasible. With respect to predictor of drowsiness, the small sample of drivers do not allow us to draw significant conclusion. Nevertheless, the predictive factors objectified by the crossover of the monitored data coincide with the result encountered in the work done on self-assessed sleepiness. As a part of the action plan, we must act on lifestyle and on work organization. To act effectively on lifestyle, it's necessary to integrate young drivers, overweight people, and excessive consumption of caffeine, and in particular, consumer of energy drinks like Red Bull. It's also relevant to take some time during the health surveillance exam to target problems related to lack or excess of sleeping. The action plan should include organizational measures to promote chronotype compliance, raise awareness of Monday jet lag, and to take into account the weather conditions. In conclusion, the Fassi monitoring device is able to measure drowsiness under real driving conditions. We need for prevention campaign to include early detection of risk factor, which implies optimizing the detection and the care of drivers suffering from drowsiness, added value of health surveillance and give durable solutions, optimize the impact of sensibilization campaign. We must adopt a strategic approach based on popular beliefs. It's conceivable to involve occupational health nurses in this process. Their skill profile should lead them to carry out this type of prevention campaign in a multidisciplinary approach as partner in a global approach to prevention in the workplace. Imposition of break based on driver drowsiness level and driving time. Giving and taking a break after 2 hours of driving appears reasonable in terms of safety. Finally, extend the study to a larger sample and to workers assigned to workstation requiring vigilance, and for example, air traffic controller or medical dispatcher. I will address a last word to Benjamin Franklin. If you're still thinking that there will be enough sleeping in the grave, please let's limit the risk of falling asleep, and at the first sign of drowsiness, stop and rest. You say that well done is better than well said. So just do it and go for 0. Thank you for your attention. I'm at your disposal to answer any question you may have. I'm not a native English speaker, so please speak slowly and apologize in advance for mistake I may do. Thank you.